before. Perfectly executed game plan. We're sticking with what you were training for. Your patience paid off. Great night and great to have you back in that kind of fashion. You really showed tonight who you are and what you are capable of doing. So great victory. Congratulations, Amir. We're very proud of you. And I want to thank as well Virgil. I told him in the ring, great night for Virgil. Yeah. With Amir, with Alfredo and Kulo as well. I think it was great what you did with Alfredo, and fantastic what you've done here with Amir. So I can just wait with anticipation, and I'm sure so do all fight fans. Another camp and then another camp. What the two of you can do, I really think that there is nobody in the sport who can beat you. And I'm really proud of you, Amir. Thank you.
Hi everyone. It was the first training camp with Virgil and the first fight coming back after the last defeat. And we know we made a lot of mistakes in the previous fights, and we have to improve them. And I'm a quick learner. I'm one of them fighters who loves to learn and work on new things. And Virgil, I think, is a great trainer. He has changed Amir Khan, the way I fight now. I'm more of a defensive fighter. I mean, at times, there was times where I started to, when I did get caught with a shot, I never lost my rag. I was disciplined. I stuck to the game plan. I went in the corner, and at times I could have, put the pressure on a little bit more, and then we got a little bit wild. But that would have been exciting for you guys, but I had to be safe in there. I had to stick to the game plan from Virgil. Every time I used to go in the corner, he used to tell me, look, you're doing everything perfect. All we have to do is keep doing what we're doing, and that's what we did. But I want to thank, the Khan's Army for coming all the way from England, got very supportive, and the fight we've shown on Sky Sports in England and also on Showtime. It's the first time we fought on Showtime, so it was brilliant to fight on Showtime. But we are coming back stronger. I mean, we've learned from the mistakes, and already I see myself as a better fighter. I'm only going to improve because it's only been 10 weeks I've been working with Virgil, and I'm sure we have a bright future, and having a great team alongside Andre Ward, who's a great help, and seeing the way he fights and the way Virgil has taught him. I'm sure we'll be back a world champion very soon, and before you know it, we'll be back where we need to be. But thank you very much for all the support, and even the Mexican fans, I could hear them cheering for me after the fight because it was a great performance. I mean, from both fighters. Carlos Molina was a tough fighter. We didn't expect that of him, but that's what you get when you fight someone in his hometown. He gives an extra 100% because he knows that he's fighting his home state. He has to show how good he is, and he's got his own fans there. It was home for him. When I walked into the ring, I could see so many Mexican fans supporting Carlos, and then towards the end of the fight they were supporting me, which I think is a good thing, because you win the fans over. That's what we do. I think when people kept saying he's just style still going to be exciting to watch, even though you're going to be more smarter and more of a better fighter, I think it is. I think my style is perfect the way it is. There's only better things to come in the future, so just want to thank you very much for turning up to the fight, and the press has been brilliant, and we'll see you back in around April time when I want to be back in the ring again. Thank you.
You say you want Danny Garcia next, but if it's not Danny, who would you want?
I mean, Golden Boy. I'm going to sit with Richard in the next day or two, and we're going to speak on a few opponents, and we can talk about it. But that's what we want. We made a mistake in that fight, and we know that we are improved there as a fighter, and that's the fight we want. So let's just wait and see what happens.
Amir, looked at Carlos took your best punches. Was there a point in the fight where, even though the cut was getting worse, was there a point in the fight where you wanted to make a statement? Did you just knock him out, or did you feel content to just stick with the game plan, just boxing?
This fight was all about sticking to the game plan and showing that Amir Khan is a good boxer, and he can stick to instructions, and sticking to instructions from Virgil. I want to prove to myself that I can do that. At times he did catch me with a good shot, and I just regrouped myself, and I went back and thought about why I got caught with that shot, and so I'm not going to make that mistake again. So it was all about just I wanted to do the round. I'm glad the fight did go the way it did, because that's the way I'm going to learn. It's better than going in there and knocking someone out in the first round. I think you learn more when a fight goes longer.
Amir, how long do you think you can keep making 140 pounds?
I mean, it's getting tougher, but I mean, I can still make the weight. I'm more professional making the weight, and Virgil thinks another year. Yeah, so I'm just gonna let my body grow on its own. I'm not gonna force myself. You can see how it goes, fight by fight.
Based on the timing of Danny Garcia's fight, it would probably put you out of the ring until the middle of next year. You really want to wait that long to fight again, or would you be willing to take a fight in the interim against like a Josecito Lopez or someone of that caliber?
We're going to speak to Golden Boy about, and I like to stay busy. So yeah, it'd be nice to get a fight. If he doesn't want to fight me, then I'm sure I think he's fighting Judah. Then maybe yeah, that's what we're going to do. But like I said, in the next day or two, we're going to sit there with Richard and see where we go. We'll see what the future's like.
Amir, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Naz Khan. I'm from a radio station. As you mentioned earlier that you had previously some mistakes, some things that you're learning. So what went well having a training with?
I think the main thing was just listening really. You know, and having a trainer who's going to tell me off if I'm going to make mistakes. And you know, at times in the training I was making a lot of mistakes, and Virgil was telling me off and saying, look, this is the way you do it. And I need someone to tell me, you know, if I'm doing something wrong, I need to be told off. I'm still young, you know, people forget how old I am. I just turned 26 last week. So, you know, I'm still learning, I'm still improving as a fighter, and you know, I need someone like Virgil to tell me what to do and what not to do. Because if they leave it to me, I'll go into a fight and it'll be all war, you know. That's because I fight with my heart. But now I've started to, you know, fight using my brains and being a smarter fighter, and I think it makes it much easier in there. I mean, you know, it doesn't seem like I was in a tough fight. I could have made the fight tonight a war, and it would have been, you know, big punches flying in and a couple of knockdowns or whatever, but I stuck to the game plan, and I think it works for me doing that.
We understand that the fight training with him was very short. So when you go in the ring, is there any time that you feel that, oh, I could do this, something different than what he told you, anything that comes up in your
No, I mean, I stuck to whatever Virgil told me, because at that time when I did get caught with a shot, you think, okay, I'm going to get into a war now, you know, I'm going to hit him back twice as hard, but then I thought, no, I'm going to get in trouble if I go in the corner. He might not give me no water or anything, so I better stick to what he tells me to do, because it'll be tough times in the corner, so I just stuck to what I have to do.
Thank you.
Ollie, if you were to grade yourself, what grade would you give yourself for this performance?
You know, it's still the first fight. I mean, I still think there's so much improvements to make. I'm not seeing the video back again, but when I go back, I'm gonna have a look. We'll sit with Virgil and go through everything, and then we're gonna see what mistakes we made, how we could have improved things. Because I still believe, you know, I'm still learning, I'm getting better, and it's the first camp with Virgil, so you know, I can't say at the moment. I need to see the video first, but there's always room of improvement, and you know, I'm still learning, I'm still young, and it's only been 10 weeks, like I said, well, less than that, 9-8 weeks with Virgil, so hopefully give it 1 or 2 fights, you'll see a better Amir fight by fight.
You said that you needed Virgil telling you off when you were doing things wrong. Would you say that means you lacked some discipline in camps before you had Virgil, or?
No, I mean, discipline's always there. You know, I work so hard, and I'm one of the fighters who just keeps working hard. But if someone hits you, then you're going to go in and you're going to use your speed, your power. You're not going to think about it. You're just going to get stuck in there. But with Virgil, he makes me understand. He said, you're a good boxer, but you don't understand the sport of boxing. And then now he's drumming it in my head. He's making me understand what boxing's all about. Because, I mean, it's easy, you know, for a young fighter at my age who's got speed and power to kind of lose it a little bit and get into a war. Because I know I'm quicker than my opponents and stronger, so I think I can go in there and have wars with them. But then on the downside, you know, you can get caught with one shot, and it's happened in the past. So we're just going to be smart about everything now.
Any questions for Virgil?
Virgil, how do you think Amir did tonight?
I think he did very well. I think.
Can you shut the microphone, please?
Thank you.
No, Mike.
I think he did very well, as he indicated. The short time that we had to train, understanding that we mutually shared together for the plan for this fight. I mean, I was very pleased. He definitely has the intelligence and the attributes to be a great fighter. that's my job to make sure that he gets every opportunity to see that come to fruition. I was pleased. Really pleased.
There was a lot of pressure on both you and Amir for this fight. Everybody was waiting. How did you guys handle the pressure?
Well, it's part of the sport, pressure. But we get to know a young man like